Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Imperator Rome campaign. So the Invictus team have released a new version of Invictus. We are on 1.10 now and I've added a bunch of new mission trees, which is always tasty. And the one we are going to be trying out is the Androphagian man-eaters here, because what could be greater than playing as a cannibal? Now, I don't know if it is my installation or not, but the game seems to be a bit unstable. It just crashed when I tried to start the recording last time, so we'll see if this goes okay now. But the Androphagian man-eaters are a, there we go, tribe here in the middle of nothing. We'll be playing on Iron Man, just in case. We'll be playing on hard. No mixed gender rules, so basically the normal rules as such. Yeah, it's broke there. Let's see whether this works better. This looks dodgy. Okay, are we alright? Maybe I'll let a couple of days pass and we'll see. Might be okay. Let's have a quick look then. So we are a migratory tribe. We are Androphagia. Androphagian culture. We have heritage of the man-eaters. Diplorep -2, global monthly food modifier plus 10%, assassination cost minus 15%. Not the best. We are Ilmaric. I don't know anything about that religion, but apparently we don't have any foolish heathens within our kingdom at least. Military tech investment, research points, provincial loyalty, global monthly food modifier. I mean, these ones are pretty much useless. We are a migratory tribe. We're not going to be getting any research points whatsoever, so we can go for one of these ones. I guess we'll just go with morale of armies for now. That seems fine. Free ID slots. Well, we want military IDs, so morale of armies it is. And army morale recovery. No point in building ships. We are not by the coast. Although technically do we have? No, we have nothing. Import routes, we can import not a great deal, to be perfectly honest. Horse archer discipline, do we get anything? We have archers, light cavalry, light infantry. Spurs. What are we producing at the moment? We're producing sheep. Oh, we can get... No, we can't get the sheep. Hang on. Alright, so we can get grain. We can get horses. But that's just for heavy cab. Spearmen? Do we have any spearmen? Of course not. Why would we have that? Just grain? Woad? I mean, if we can get another woad, then that might be good. But for now... not a great deal. Alright, we'll just grab food then. Why not? Right, anything else we need to go through? This all seems fine. We're a migratory tribe. Tribesman output. We can form a tribal kingdom. Codify state laws. Nothing of interest there. Assemble raiding parties. We do have some charming hats, which is very nice. We have, well, we're down at the bottom here when it comes to these ones. We are at minus 75% centralization already. I don't know about the mission tree, but we'll see whether we are remaining tribal or not. We just go, I mean, we kind of need, you know, adopt human sacrifices here. Unlock sacrifice character interaction. Alright. There are few living who know the way to the lands where the tribes of the migratory Androphagians make their home, and a handful of Scythian traders that know the way to their encampments will often refuse to divulge this information, even if large quantities of silver and gold are offered. The reluctance to travel up the river Borysthenes can perhaps be traced to the shared histories between the two tribes. Hundreds of years ago, when the armies of Darius the Persian invaded Scythia with his renowned general Megazabes at his side, the Androphagians refused to come to the defense of the tribesmen when the Scythians called for aid, and these bitter memories of betrayal have not been forgotten. Perhaps another reason that the Androphagians are left to their own devices is their penchant for devouring human flesh. Ah, delicious. The name given to them by the Greeks literally mean man-eaters. While cannibalism is occasionally utilized in their religious practices, they have unfairly earned a reputation for being savage cannibals that flay the flesh of the living and drink the blood of their victims. A dubious distinction that is misinformed, yet one that they do not seem to mind. Mission will be completed when the migratory Androphagians, after raiding and destroying the lands of their enemies, have established a mighty steppe horde that will rule unchallenged. Sounds great. Day of the Cannibals. Alright, there's not much that is known in the civilized world about the migratory Androphagians outside of a few references made by Herodotus in his histories that are known only to the literate elites living around the Mediterranean. The Scythian tribes that live close to the borders view them as a treacherous cowards, however, for around 200 years ago, when the armies of Darius the Great, King of Kings, invaded Scythia, the Androphagians refused to join the defensive alliance against the Persians. Why is it purple? And watched and laughed as the lands to the south burned. Indeed. Needless to say, there is no love lost between the Androphagians and their neighbors. While the territories held by the Androphagian tribes are small, their fearsome reputation as cannibals has protected the borders almost better than their armies ever could. There are not many who wish to end their days being eaten alive in an Androphagian religious ceremony. Thus isolated from the world, the Androphagians spend their days as they please, roaming the forests far beyond the edge of the civilized world. We can use the devour character interaction on anyone they have imprisoned, but there are health risks associated with consuming human flesh. Your ruler might contract an incurable disease. Well, I mean... it is what it is. Alright. Meeting of the man-eaters can be completed already. We have 10 political influence. And we lose that, and we get pity. Alright. As the gentle days of autumn begin to surrender their light and warmth to the harsh embrace of winter, our tribal chief has summoned the heads of the great families to Orco in order to discuss the future of the Androphagian tribes. Neutral ground has been chosen for this meeting between the three tribal chiefs, and the Androphagian rulers will gather at Pithy in order to make a plan for days to come. Sounds great. This is completing in... oh, it's just like a month. Okay. Let's wait for that one then. And then we'll have a look at the other missions afterwards. We should stop paying our army. Because, you know, why not? We got that one. Oh god, the names. When Molly first sent word to his counterparts requesting a meeting, Siddy and Kenty were suspicious of the tribal chief's intentions and asked to meet in the wilderness, far from the levies living near Orco. Oh, Orco. Nice. Got He-Man references here as well. Because as everyone knows, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe were filled with cannibals. Excellent. When the appointed day arrived, the three rode out to the borders of Androphagia and met each other in the forest. They all remained on horseback, each cautiously looking at the others. "Why have you summoned us here, O Molly?" growled Sidha Gamsa. This is... such story here. There's much work to be done preparing for the winter. The days grow short, as does my patience for such gatherings. Hold your tongue and remember your place, son of the Casa kids, and listen to my words. I did not summon you here without purpose. Lately, Molly had been receiving strange visions in his dreams, and after consulting with a wise one, the meaning of these nightmares was revealed. A period of chaos would soon be unleashed upon the world. Ooh. Empires would shatter and be born anew, and the Androphagians, forgotten by all on the fringes of the world, would prosper in the days to come, but only if bold action was taken. As the leaders of our people, we are responsible for what happens to Androphagia. The gods have commanded us to grasp the moment, and yet I fail to see what it is that we should accomplish. War! Jesus Christ, croaked Siddy in a grim voice, spitting on the ground. Let us ride south and burn the cities of Melachlenia and enslave their women and children. Sounds good to me. Shaking his head in disagreement, Kentarska spoke for the first time. I too have seen visions of endless waters to the west in a land where unimagined wealth waits for our tribes. Fumbling in his robes, Kentarsk pulled out a small amber trinket, a graven image of a small bear that hung around his neck. It is known that amber can be found in the western forest. We should discover the source for ourselves. At that very moment, the chill wind blew through the shaded forest, and the first snowflakes of the season began to fall. Shivering in spite of himself, Molly looked to the skies and spoke in a soft voice. Okay, migration cost minus 100%. Gain claim and gain morale of armies for 12 months. Okay, that's... tribe and output. Let's just go and beat them. Okay, great. So what do we need to do here then? So Western Capital. We need to own all of those ones, but we can just send some migratory stacks over there, right? We need to have at least one ally, and we need to be in a appeasing stance, and that gives us a claim on this one here. Did we not already? We already got the claim on that. Okay, that was kind of wasted then. Who would like to ally us? Would you like to ally us? No. No. Yes. Well, let's get that going then, and we'll swap to appeasing stance. And that way we can do that. Although Molly has full faith in the strength of our levies, it would be foolish to deny that the Melachlanians are a strong tribe and are more than capable of defending their territories. Before we go into battle with any of our neighbors, we should do what we can to seek an ally abroad. The wars to come will be all the easier if we have friends protecting our backs. Fair enough. With the battle at the Melachlanians being a foregone conclusion, the Androphagians began to prepare for the inevitable clash with a superior foe that clearly outnumbered their forces. The tribal chief believed that victory would be his regardless, but began to wonder if it would be wise to look for allies. Mindful of our fearsome reputation, Molly decided to do whatever was necessary to secure friendship for Androphagia, and these diplomatic overtures were rewarded in time. Well, it took like, 3 seconds, but sure. Unfortunately for our newfound partners, they did not know that Molly was hoping to see their forces crushed by our foes while our own levies sacked the settlements of our enemies. I would rather see a dead friend than a fallen Androphagian. Sounds great. So now we get double the amount of claims here then. So he would come in. We need as much troops as possible. I think what we want to do is create a migratory stack to fight with as well. So let's see here first. So military, we're just going to raise the levies. And then let us see if we can move some people around here. So move some people from Pithy. Move some people from Orko. I don't want to do that. And move some people from... I will just uncolonize that one. If the gunnership has any levies raise. Well, that's annoying. Now we're going to have to wait then. So when can we raise these ones? I knew that. March, eh? Alright. Hopefully you won't get into any other foolish war. Meanwhile, what we want to do here is split these ones up as much as possible. What day did you say? 4th of March. Okay, so without further ado, we'll just go for it. Excellent. Oh, you come down. Ah, Jesus Christ. That is a surprising amount of troops. He's got 11k. Okay, okay. Luckily he's an idiot and he's going away. We need to slow things down here. Institute closed society integrated. What is this? A law? Alright, sure. Get way more troops than I expected. Are we paying our armies? Yes, at least we are doing that. Good news is he seems to be a moron and seems to be running away. Hopefully we can get you to have some military access here. Okay, now he's coming back, which is not a good sign. We do have the ticking war goal. We do. He's down to medium already. I am almost tempted to just freaking peace out here because this is 11k. I did not expect him to have that much. Oh, he'll peace out now. He wants to become a tributary. No. Will you just... Oh shit, I can't get this because we don't border it. I am an absolute moron. Okay, I need you to get there ASAP. Okay, great. He has abandoned that siege at least, which is good. Come on. Get there. Settle. Peace out. All right. It's fine. It's all going according to plan. Right. We need a governor here who's going to be incredibly disloyal. That's what I expected, yes. Because of the power base here. Give you some free hands. And then let's disband the levies for now. Alright, you lot. So, yeah, we're not going to do this right now then. This place needs a mine. Western capital. Just send you lot over here then to get those ones sorted. And let's stop paying our army for now. Let's see whether we can bribe this guy. Alright. Well, that's good. Do you want to be my ally? No. You have a tributary down there already. Well, that worked out splendidly. If a bit not quite according to plan. Alright, we should be looking at... So, who's in charge here? Who did we actually put in charge here? You're not part of any family or anything like that. Can also bribe you, which is fine. Probably should be looking at who's actually in charge of various officers here. Like, you're terrible. Granted, everyone is terrible. You're even terribler. So, let's shove you in here. And then... Seriously? We'll put this one here then. Oh my god, you are absolutely useless at everything. What do we not care? Aggressive expansion at the moment, that's kind of pointless. Yeah, I know you lack commanders, but that's not really going to matter. Right, let's get them over there. We haven't sorted out trade. Knew there was something we'd forgotten. Accept all trade, block surplus, and whatever other places we have. Which one's the capital? Androphagia superior, that does make sense. And yes, we are superior. The good news is that we now can raise twice as many levies, and this guy should be significantly weakened. It's only got 25 men left now, so it's all good. What do you want? Who are you? The governor. Oh, just stop it. Okay, he's apparently not too disloyal just yet, so it's all good. We're almost blending into the environment here though, so the enemy will clearly not be able to see us. Excellent. What else do we need here then? So that's taking over that. We need to have a mine there on 15 pops. That is not the capital. Then we need nothing. We need 50 ducats, okay. Then we need 4 farms. Gain centralization, okay. So, do we need to go towards centralization then? Capital needs to import base metals and precious metals. And we need standardized measures. Okay. And this one. And then we need all the clan chiefs to be super loyal. And some place needs a slave estate. Then we gain more centralization, yes. Port. Need to import wood to the capital. We gain a claim on Guttinland. Oh, Gotland. That does make sense, yes. Okay, great. And no missions. Then we need the rightful dominion law and 50 political influence and the Baltic military tradition fast overseas raids. And then we get to claim on a bunch of stuff. Okay. Rightful dominion law. Is that a tribal law? Oh, here. Huh. Okay. So we need to decentralize first. Well, we're on our way to doing that anyway, so at least maybe we'll just try and avoid doing the other missions then. We need to own all of those 3 there. Renowned levies. Motivated soldiers of 13 ducats. Sounds great. Okay, how many people live here? 2 people. Let's just go into that one first. Or actually, there's 2 of you need to go in there. Need you to settle that one. Great. How many people do we need to settle here? 3. We'll get you up here then. How many people do we need here? 3 as well. Alright. There we go. Gain 100 ducats. Although the long migration westward was difficult on the tribes, especially for the youngest, Molly was proud to see that the hardy Androphagians did not complain, but accepted the commands of the tribal chief without questioning. Their obedience was rewarded, for the people soon discovered large quantities of amber and a flood of gold poured into the treasuries. Indeed it did. These new lands were not very different from the forest that they had left after all, and in time Molly had no doubt that his kinsmen would embrace their new homes. This is very personal, it's like a diary or something. When the tribes first saw the endless waters of the ocean, some were terrified and others were strangely entranced. Such mysteries were unknown to their forefathers, and many could not believe their eyes. How could such a thing be possible? As his kinsmen began to construct shelters, Molly was reminded by an advisor of a thorny subject, the location of the capital. Was he happy with the status quo, or would a tribal chief like to choose another site? It would be impossible to please everyone, but such decisions would have to be made. Gain centralization as well. I think we're just going to keep the capital. That sounds great. Alright, well with that we are going to call this an episode here, since it is getting a bit long, so hopefully you are going to enjoy this campaign. As always, if you are enjoying it, feel free to give a like and or subscribe, and apart from that I will see you in the next one.